Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. It's your buddy Orange Hat here to bring you another video against Disney. So, Disney is facing yet more legal troubles as General Hospital vaccine mandate discrimination lawsuit is ordered to trial. Now, there have been so many great things that has happened due to the very draconian and imperialist and fascist, and I don't say that lightly, I say that in its full context, in which companies have forced people to get the vaccine or they lose their jobs. And that is literally a violation of civil rights. You cannot force somebody to do something that is against their will or against their religious beliefs. And yet Disney and many other businesses have done that, and therefore people lost their jobs, and only now are they actually finally able to have lawsuits against these companies that have violated their civil rights. So let's get into this one because it's Disney, and you all know how I feel about Disney. In adding to Disney's ever-growing slate of legal troubles, a Los Angeles judge has ordered that a discrimination of wrongful termination lawsuit filed against a broadcast television network ABC, and more specifically its enforcement of its COVID-19 vaccine mandates by two former General Hospital crew members must officially go to trial. So, first filed in June 2022 by the father-son duo of James and Timothy James Wall, the lawsuit alleges that after working on the long-running soap opera for 14 and 10 years respectively, the pair were unceremoniously fired in 2021 after refusing to comply with the network's aforementioned mandate based on their religious beliefs. Plaintiffs requested a religious exemption to the COVID vaccine mandate, reads the original complaint, although ABC said it wouldn't grant exemptions for sincerely held religious objections to the COVID-19 shots. It refused to accept plaintiffs' request. It denied their requests without explanation 1 week after they requested them. Essentially, Disney felt that, or ABC, which is under Disney, felt that they weren't being sincere in their and they were just basically citing the religious exemption to try to get out of the COVID mandate. When, honestly, folks, a company is not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to question a person's religious beliefs, as it is under our federal and state constitutions, our right to practice whatever religion we choose. And you cannot question that. You cannot call it into question. You cannot question its sincerity. That's illegal. So let's move on. These actions were unlawful, it continues. ABC does not have the authority to force a medical treatment on its employees against their will. Yeah, Nuremberg. Even if it did, it must offer religious exemptions to anybody who requests one. It cannot discriminate among religions and cannot second-guess the sincerity of one's religious beliefs without an objective basis for doing so. It did not have one here. ABC's actions constitute religious discrimination and violate plaintiffs' rights under state law. Suing the Disney-owned subsidiary on grounds that they violated the plaintiff's right to privacy in California Fair Employment and Housing Act, specifically the clauses which forbid the firing of an individual because of conflict between the person's religious belief or observance, because of their disability, a label under which the pair categorize their unvaccinated status, or in service of any sort of retaliation, as well as the state's general protections against wrongful termination. The Walls are ultimately seeking relief by way of compensatory damages, punitive damages, a covering of their attorney fees, and a declaration that by the courts that the network's mandates are unconstitutional. Basically, that last bit, they want that on the official record or that will essentially force any business that tries doing a mandate to open them all up for lawsuits. The second a person says, we're not buying into your religious exemption, it's like, okay, well, the courts say that that's unconstitutional. I'll just take you to court. So, yeah, great idea by the Walls right there. And though ABC justified their decision on the grounds that they were unable to conclude that you are prevented from receiving the COVID-19 vaccine due to sincerely held religious belief, practice, or observance, the LA Judge Superior Court Stephen Gorvich has rejected this argument and chosen to hand the matter off to a jury of the Walls' peers. Because this necessarily involves credibility determination, it is difficult to grant summary adjudication of this issue, asserted Judge Gorvich in a February 20th order. While the defendant's counsel identifies seemingly inconsistencies, plaintiffs raise sufficient facts to give rise to a triable issue vis-a-vis their explanations of their religious beliefs. The jury, not the judge, should determine whether plaintiffs were genuine in their beliefs, given the disputed facts and the necessity of making credibility determinations. So basically, it has to go to a jury to find out whether or not the celebrities are sincere in their religious beliefs or if they are full of bunk. However, despite the judge's ruling in the Walls' overall favor, it should be noted that he did acquiesce to Disney's request to dismiss the plaintiff's charge that the network's decision has invaded their privacy. Commenting on the development's deadline, the Walls' attorney, Scott Street, declared, "As many people move beyond the pandemic, this ruling should serve as a reminder that of the thousands of people who lost their careers because they asserted their rights and stood up to their employees' efforts to make them violate their conscience. The pandemic won't be over until every cooperation or corporation that violated its employees' rights has been held accountable," said Street, who notably also represented General Hospital star Ingo Rademacher in his own and eventually unsuccessful anti-vaccine mandate lawsuit. Vavine, unfortunately, is what it says in here. Guys, got to work on your editing a little bit. Sorry. We look forward to presenting this case to a jury soon. As of writing, ABC has yet to offer official comment on Judge Gorvich's ruling. So, yeah, I think that this is absolutely great. I do hope that the Walls actually have a successful lawsuit, because it will show Disney that you cannot force people to do something against their will. That is literally, governmentally speaking, fascism. You are taking away rights of the people. That's not right. So yeah, folks, I just think that this is absolute great news, and I think that people should if you have had your civil rights violated because of the COVID vaccine mandates, and if you can prove it, go to trial. Take your former business and employers to trial and sue them for as much as you are able to, because what they did was take away your livelihood because you wouldn't go along and toe the the hive mind virus that is the draconian mandates brought out by the government. Anyway, folks, that's going to be the video. You all know the drill. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that jazz. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What do you think of this news? Do you think that the Walls will win their lawsuit, or do you think that Disney will probably even play dirty in their court case and try to get the case fully dismissed? Let me know all your thoughts, folks. This has been Orange Hat. Y'all have a wonderful day. Stay humble.